All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Greatness Stone. Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahawashi is the name of His only begotten Son. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is a charagma written about in Revelation 13, verse 16 on down. The miracle jug is the precursor to the charagma. Yahawashi, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So we are in a time in which these prophecies are coming to pass day by day, in which they have to keep on watch, as it is written in Ezekiel 3 verse 17, that the Lord have made you a watchman unto the house of Israel, And a lot of things is going on right now around the world, in which we have declared, that these things are going to take place. And one of the things that we have declared is the Third World War. And right now we see things transpiring on the chessboard, the pawns being moved. And this is all the workings of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Before me even run this clip, let me go for a precept. This is Isaiah 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nation, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. And this is a prophecy, And this is how we are declared in the ears of you heathens, From the Putins to the Bidens to the Kim Jong-un, all of the leaders of the world, This is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi is declaring, Him going to remove him from the power who hold in the earth right now, because of him setting up, as it is written in Daniel 4 verse 17, by the decree of the watchers, The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, is the one that ruleth in the kingdom of men. The right name of Esau rule, and he's about to pull Esau from that rulership, and set up one that is profitable unto the earth, because right now the earth is in a deplorable state, because of the inhabitants of the earth. So right now the Lord have an indignation, against these rulers, and one of the main reasons is because them touch the apple of his eyes. As it is written in, I want to say, Zephaniah. Let me get to that. Zephaniah 1 verse 15. Zephaniah, let's check 2 verse 15. Down in Zechariah then. And this is Zechariah 1 verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathens that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. So the Lord is coming for vengeance, for what he do to the apple of his eyes, as is written in Zechariah 2 I'm going to start at verse 17. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. For thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoil you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eyes. And which nation I go on make a bold statement like they never have a part to play in the demise of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and are not profiting off of us being in the condition that we're in right now, It is written in, let's go for this piece and jump straight into the clip. I want to see 1 Maccabees 2 verse 10. This is 1 Maccabees 2 verse 10. What nation had not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoil? And this is a question, because all the nations that are on the earth right now have a part to play in the condition that the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are in, So let's jump into the clip.
Defend Taiwan from an attack triggered a sharp response from China. It also raises questions about whether the president is changing U.S. policy and making a new security commitment to Taiwan. Nick Schifrin has the story.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of Japan and the President of the United States.
In Tokyo State Palace today, a meeting of two historic allies and a president willing to confront Beijing on its most sensitive subject.
Are you willing to get involved militarily to defend Taiwan if it comes to that?
Yes,
You are.
that's the commitment we made.
Today's remarks repeat what President Biden said last October.
So are you saying that the United States would come to Taiwan's defense if China attacked?
Yes, we have a commitment to do that.
That's not official U.S. policy. The Taiwan Relations Act obligates the U.S. to enable Taiwan to maintain a sufficient self-defense capability and maintain the capacity of the U.S. to resist any resort to force. But despite U.S. weapon sales to Taiwan, the U.S. is ambiguous whether it would intervene militarily. And the U.S. acknowledges that all Chinese on both sides of the Taiwan Strait maintain that there is one China, and Taiwan is a part of China, as Biden reiterated today.
We agree with a one China policy. We signed on to it, and all the attendant agreements made from there. But the idea that it can be taken by force will dislocate the entire region and be another action similar to what happened in Ukraine. And so it's a burden that is even stronger.
China views Taiwan.
Hey man, and then listen, the man argument, this is utter confusion, And this is just showing them the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because him and Mustard the horse of the battle right now, That's why we are shake the hands, continually. I declare things that shall shortly come to pass, As it is written in Habakkuk, that the vision is yet for an appointed time. We're in the time in which the Lord is manifesting these visions, these prophecies. As the disciples asked Yahushua at the Mount of Olives, let me get to that. This is Matthew 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the mount of the olives, the disciples came unto him privily, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. So, one of the main things what going to take place in these times is what? Deception is the first thing the Lord declared unto his disciples, yo. And the deception that will come from all fronts, yo. That's why it is written in Ephesians, I want to say 6 verse 10 on down, yo. So you're supposed to put on the whole armor of God, yo. So you can withstand against the wiles of the devil, yo. And that's going to make you what? You're not going to be ignorant of his devices, yo. Because deception is out, yo. A lot of people is deceived right now. As you go day to day, you see majority of them. And they're in a fear, I'm going to say, state, yo. The least little thing them hear over them news media outlets, them in a panic, yo. Because they know not what's going on. Verse 5, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. And why that in just hear? The big bad Biden, make no say amen. If it come down to it, we are going to defend Taiwan. Elaborate in which farm, But all those are what? Part of the manipulation, yo. I tell Taiwan to take a good look on Ukraine, yo. Verse 6, And he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that he be not troubled. Enough people troubled right now because I don't know if there is going to be a third world war, in which we know there is going to be a third world war, yo. But you have things were supposed to take place before the third world war, yo. And one of the main thing is this RFID microchip, yo. This is one of the main prophecies. And the system is being implemented right around the world for this mark, yo. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famine, and pestilence, and earthquake in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So enough people don't understand, so they're in the beginning of sorrows, yo. Enough people think so them starts if things get bad yet, yo. Daniel declared this time as a time that have never been, yo. People don't understand the level of chaos that's coming, yo. Them are eagle, you see me? Them dying to see the place open up so them can go party and enjoy themselves. And the amount of accident are going right now, the amount of shooting, killing, I take place right now, yo. Them not redeem the times. Them not say the days are evil, yo. Them not say Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai bring judgment upon the earth. That's why right now all these moves, you see these leaders around the world making it all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. That's why it is written in, I want to say Amos 3, Amos no, my bad, Joel 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshare into swords, and your pruning hook into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathens, and gather yourself together round about. Thither, cast thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. And that is who? The angels, yo. which are the reapers. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat, which means Yahweh judge. For there will I sit to judge all the heathens round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fat overflow, for the wickedness is great. And this is what the Lord is seeing right now, yo. Wickedness in the earth is great, yo. That's why in same I'm going to bring these plagues, as it is written in 2 Ezra 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And this is one of the prophecies the Lord sent us to declare, yo. Verse 5, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, wars and rumors of wars, yo. Famine, food shortages, food crisis, financially unstable, death and destruction. For wickedness, what scripture just say? For the wickedness is great. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their earthful works are fulfilled. Therefore, said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And which scripture come to mind, yo? Let's get it. Ezekiel 9 verse 4. And Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite, and the plagues them, where you just hear get declared. That's how you're gonna be smitten, yo. By the sword, famine, death, and destruction, yo. So let me read it one more time. Unto the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. These are the times that we're in. So I hope this is edifying for the elect. With that I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kodash, Shalom.